What's up everyone, my name is Josh and this is Josh Unboxed and welcome back to another video. And today I kind of want to just talk about how, right now we're experiencing, a steady decline on a lot of cards within the sports card market. And in a sense, how does that affect the small time budget collectors, the small time investors, ones that don't have the money to put into what a lot of people, a lot of other content creators are saying to buy. The overall message that I'm seeing from a lot of content creators is, the sports market is dipping. This is a buying opportunity, and the areas you should focus on are the rare and numbered cards. Now, one thing that we fail to realize or fail to talk about is that some of these rare cards or some of these numbered cards may be out of the price range of your normal average collector, your small time budget collectors, your small time budget investors. So where does that leave them? Because the information a lot of times that's being fed is that buy the rare cards, buy the low pop cards, buy the numbered cards. But like I said earlier, sometimes these cards are at a price range that most people cannot afford or don't have the budget for. What my aim is in this video in particular is to talk about that sector of the hobby or that sector of the market in terms of the small time collectors, small time investors, because not everyone has $1,000 to put into a rare card, put into a low pop card, right? A PSA 10 with low population. Not everyone has that fun or has those funds to be able to dabble in that part of the market, at least not quite yet. As much as we would like to buy into these low pop cards, these rare commodities, these rare assets, because long term in terms of investment potential, those cards have a better chance of increasing in growth over time, because if you think about it, this whole sports card market is more of a long-term game versus a short game. But for a lot of people, that's very hard to dabble into those cards, especially when everybody is focused on that, and that just rises the prices on there. I mean, we keep hearing how these rare cards are hitting all-time highs. These low pop cards are hitting all-time highs, and that's true in that sector of the market. Those cards are actually doing well. Those cards are actually rising up, whereas a majority of the market has seen a downturn. So like I said, in terms of budget collecting, budget investing, where does that leave everyone else? I mean, for your small time collectors that don't have the capital or don't have the funds to buy into those rare assets, those rare cards, those low pop iconic cards, where does that leave them? And that's why we have to shift the focus, especially for those types of collectors and investors, to focus on things that they can afford. Low grade cards within their budget, raw cards which are affordable, other grading services, other grading companies aside from PSA, whether it be BGS, SGC, CSG, HGA, any type of grading card company that is not top dog when compared to PSA and doesn't have those high values, you can still get the card at an affordable price. And what it really comes down to is just putting in more work. If you want to dabble into that space, you got to put in the time, you got to put in the effort to be able to get to that point. Now, there are some content creators that provide great content in terms of budget collecting, budget investing, budget flipping, and some of them, like the Dollar Box, he does a great job in buying lots and piecing them out and selling them one by one, piece by piece. Jets Mamba gives great picks for budget collecting, budget buys. And there's a lot of opportunity that's still there. It's just we gotta just put more extra work to kind of find them. I mean, it took me a while to kind of get up to the point that I'm at right now. Now, I still can't dabble into the high-end market as much as I would love to, but it takes time, and it takes a lot of time. You've seen guys like Sasha T on YouTube and how he was able to flip his way up to those high-end cards. But one thing you fail to realize is that it requires a lot of work And fortunately for some people who were able to do these flips, they were able to buy in early at the point where the market was still low, and was able to continually turn and churn their cards into profit, and taking advantage of PSA at the time that didn't have such a huge backlog, and being able to make that profit. Now they're able to dabble into those kind of spaces. Now for people who are starting that new, it will require more work. Maybe it requires just buying raw cards and trying to make a quick $5 profit. Maybe it requires buying card lots off eBay and piecing them out little by little, just trying to turn some profit. Maybe it requires going to card shows, working deals, working trades to be able to get those cards and continually move and flip. Because to be honest with you, as people are saying this is a buying opportunity, those short-term flip potentials, I feel, are going to be few and far in between, in a sense of those high ROIs that people were so accustomed to seeing within this past year. It's going to require a lot of work. It's going to require a paradigm shift for a lot of people who were so used to seeing certain things happening within the card market. And it really does come down to that hustle, that grind, that grit. If you really truly want to be successful, you got to put that effort in and be able to turn that profit. Small profit counts. Small profit and high volume really can get you there, but at the same time it requires a little more work to be able to get to that point. So I feel, yes, there are plenty of opportunities out there. You just gotta look for it. Look for content creators who appeal to that area, because maybe you'll find some tips here and there within them. I dabble in both, within budget and as well as high-end or long-term investing, because I feel, like I said, this is a long-term endeavor, if you will. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get this thought out, short video here. If you found some value in this, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. And with that being said, my name is Josh, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.